What's up, peeps? What's going on? We are back with another installment of the OP Boys. What's going on, guys? As you can see in the title, we're gonna be talking about Transformers, the new movie that just came out, Rise of the Beast. You know what I'm saying? We are back with my boy Buggy the Happiness Clown. He's joining us today.
No, for
And we
today,
got
for
an
today, I am Buggy D Prime.
Oh, Buggy D Prime, excuse the hell out of me. Change the name on me. Okay, I got you. My boy that just came back, for those of you that don't know, he came on an episode a while ago, but he's back for the Transformers video. I had to put him on here. My boy, Mr. Will. What's going on, baby? How you doing?
Good. This
All right.
movie did not fail. That's all I'll start off with.
The
It
movie
did
did
not
not,
fail.
and you know what? I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This was cool. I was digging this. I was digging this more than the Bay movies, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I really was. I was shocked at how good this was. You know what I mean? Especially since I heard from the some people were saying it, the critics, they were like kind of like bombing it a little bit. But looking
Screw
at
the
it, I'm like,
critics. They don't care.
huh?
They're not fans. They're not fans. They're not looking at the source material. Screw critics, bro.
Facts, bro. Cause it'd be like they be telling me something bad, but then when I go and watch it, I'm like, nah, this is great. I don't know what the hell y'all talking. It's crazy.
As we're doing
That's
this, I'm watching the 86 animated movie with my kids, but keep that in
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So for those of you that don't know, Charlie is a very big Transformers fan. He may be the first fan of all time. Might have
I
started with
wouldn't
the
say that. I wouldn't say that.
I don't know, bro. You might have been the pioneer for the G1 fans out here. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. I'm definitely G1. That's where my niche is G1. You do it again.
Got you. Okay. So my
So,
boy, you specifically just like the G1 Transformers. You don't like anything
yes,
else on top of it.
I wouldn't say I don't like. I appreciate everything else, but if I ever have
I
to
got you.
choose, like what would of all the Transformer iterations I would want to watch would be G1 followed by Prime, which was very
Nice.
good. I
Very
would put
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would put Beast Wars not for the animation, but for the story. And
Story.
stories for Beast Wars was really good. I will
Yeah.
not touch anything for the. I will not touch anything that deals with Armada, Cybertron. I will not touch that. I will
You
not.
know what, bro?
No,
Listen, bro.
I will not touch that.
That's a guilty pleasure of mine, bro. I'm sorry,
I,
man.
I, I,
I actually
I
take
could
my
get it for why you get into it because it has such an anime feel to it with the way it's drawn and all that.
right,
It
right.
draws. I could see how you could get into it. For me, I'm like, oh, it's Pokemon Transformers. Pass.
Hey, listen, you're not wrong though. You're not wrong. But to me, I mean, my favorites were like when they like jet link. You know, when they
Yeah,
jet link with the little mini
the
cons and
yeah
shit, and
that
they
whole
got more powerful that way. That was cool.
this
You
it
know what I'm
was the
saying?
Unicron trilogy. That whole thing, that whole Armada and
Yeah, that
stuff.
is
That
true.
was all.
Yeah,
That's the Unicron trilogy. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
it does have like high regard amongst fans, and I
Yeah.
respect it. But for me, it was like I stay away from it. I
No, I
have
feel you.
checked out. I've checked out Earth Spark. That was pretty good. I've seen the animated series. It's pretty good. I like the
Oh really?
callbacks they
Okay.
throw to the old school fans. There's a lot of callbacks to like diehards for G1
Yeah,
in the
I'm
animated
I'm
series.
I'm glad you brought that up because there was mention of how Optimus got his name, and somebody next to me was like, "What?" Like, so if you didn't know those details, you'd
Yeah,
get completely lost in all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there were a few callbacks in the movie as well. So I'm like, oh wow,
Yes.
they're keeping that canon in this universe. That's cool.
Right. And that was the thing. That's what I wanted to ask you, bro. As a big
Mhm,
Transformers fan,
mhm.
how did you feel about this movie and the way that they
Portrayed
dealt with
Optimus.
Portrayed
both
him.
the Transformers and the Maximals and bringing
I
them
thought
together?
they did
How
a
did you
great
feel about
job.
that?
I thought they did a great job of
I
introducing them
agree.
to each
I
other.
agree. I
Um,
agree.
bringing Air Razor to be the one to save him from Scourge was a great way to do that.
Right.
And then having Optimus Primal reveal himself
I
when
I hear a transforming noise in the background.
Do, 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 do.
I literally heard that right now.
I said, "Nah, I gotta prepare for this. I've been waiting for this video for the longest."
uh, so I will tell you,
Yeah.
from start to finish, the movie was good. There was a good balance of the human side of the elements of the story
Yeah.
and the Transformer part, the robots and what they were going through.
Yeah.
Unicron looked fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he did. He wasn't. He wasn't a cloud. Everybody. He was actually
No,
the
he
actual
wanted
Unicron.
Planet Devourer.
Yes.
He was destroying planets, and that was awesome. See
Oh
him
yeah, for
actually
sure.
go to town was awesome.
That's right. There you go. There you go. Yo, no, seriously. I
No,
was yo.
I
I'm
know,
saying, I
I
was in
know,
a
I know,
movie.
I
I
know,
was
I
so
know,
glad that they didn't make this dude a
I know.
clown, bro. I was so glad about
It's
It's
that.
the
just
soundtrack going on in the background, isn't it?
I think
Well,
it was or somebody was transforming. I don't remember exactly what it
well, I
was.
also got the touch now playing. Optimus Prime is just bowling through all the Decepticons right now in the movie.
Nice. Oh, you know what, bro? I'm glad you brought that up because I was talking with Buggy behind the scenes. I was like, yo, that's one of the things I didn't like about this movie. I didn't like
They
how
made they made
they
Prime too
made
much of
him.
a simp.
Yeah, bro. Like they made him like a bitch in the first like
I
hour of the movie. I'm like, bro.
I get why. If this is a soft reboot and this is taking place before the Bayverse stuff,
Right.
and he's all alone, not knowing what's going on, I can see where he becomes dejected of humans. He
And
needs
no,
to
and I
stay
get
in
that
hiding.
too. Yeah, and I get
And
that too because there's a point in the movie where what was his name, Noah was like talking with the other girl. He was like, yo, we got to destroy this key. But forget them. I don't care what if they get home or not. We
yeah,
gotta look out for us. So I
Yeah,
get why he was doing that.
I was surprised that they took that angle. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
Yeah, I am too.
that was one of probably the most disparaging parts of the movie. That I
Mhm.
if I were to nitpick to like break it down that'd be the highlight. That'd be the most egregious thing they did.
Right. But I mean, at the same time, though, at the same time, it was like I get where he coming from because he's like, yo, you gotta look out for yourself out here. Like, we gotta make sure the humans is good because they coming into us and trying to get rid of us. So I got that, but at the same time, I do get what you're saying, Charlie. Like
Yeah,
that was a little bit like, all right, y'all getting too grim right now. Like this come on. But
the
yeah, like
introduction.
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh yeah, no. I was saying I just kind of hate like how in the movies, in the live action movies, they always nerf Prime. Like I kind of get tired of that because I'm like, y'all act like Optimus is not that dude. Like,
You could kind of blame the '86 movie for that because
Yeah,
think about that fight he has with Megatron.
Megatron.
He's
Yeah.
OP. He's OP through that fight
yeah,
and dies at the end. If you
yeah,
have to, he's OP. So yeah, I can see why they nerfed him. I can see why
yeah.
he's there.
But it's like every movie though, like every live action movie, bro. Because like even in the first Bayverse one, he was out here getting wrecked by a fucking Megatron. Like
Oh
like
yeah,
it was like Superman fighting Batman without no prep time. Like you just, it was like that. I didn't like, and even in this movie, he's out here getting beat up by Scourge. While I've heard of Scourge, I'm just not very
yeah.
familiar with him.
Well,
So that's why I wanted to
the
ask you, bro.
Scourge I know was created by
Yeah.
Megatron by
Okay.
Unicron. He was one
Right.
of the Seekers
Okay. But
that
is he
was
that powerful?
reformatted. No, not into the G1 continuity, but he was, not
See,
the G1
that's what I'm
continuity.
saying.
And I dug this Scourge. This
Oh
Scourge was
yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did like
All
him
right,
too. I
all
did.
right.
Yeah,
Let's get
yeah,
into this real quick.
yeah.
The
What's up?
representations of the Transformers themselves.
Yes.
Prime came off as a synth.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Mirage, I
I
actually
like Mirage.
Yeah.
I actually dug Mirage. I was like, oh, Pete Davidson, why?
He wasn't
But
bad.
it wasn't bad. Wheeljack was actually cool. I just don't care for his
Danny
design.
Rojas. Danny Rojas.
Nah.
Football is life.
Shit.
RC, her design, and I dug RC.
Yeah, her design was actually pretty cool. I did like
The
RC.
Yeah,
Ducati
yeah, it
design.
was. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They did a real good job on her Ducati design, like that. Air Razor, I loved Air Razor. What I wish they would release is the Tainted Air Razor. where after she got stung by a scourge and she starts turning.
Yeah.
When she was like all thorny on one side and somewhat looking normal. I want a release of that. I want to possess Scourge Air Razor. Rhinox was cool. Cheetor was cool. I thought they did a really good job representing the Transformers that they had. Nightbird was cool. That was a surprise when she was first announced, because if anybody that watches this knows their G1, Nightbird was a female Transformer that Megatron, I believe, created or set free to help take down the Autobots. So
they were trading Autobots
she
out
was
here.
like,
That's crazy.
Yeah, she was like an assassin type deal. So that was
I
cool
didn't
that
know
they
that.
brought her. She was an assassin in the G1. You could find it on Pluto or YouTube on their Hasbro Transformer. You could find that and watch it.
Got you. Okay, got you. But
So
what about the?
her.
I'm sorry, bro. So like, what about? Because there were two Autobots that I wasn't familiar with. There was like one where they got to Peru.
Wheeljack? I know Wheeljack.
Wheeljack.
That was Wheeljack. The one of the main.
The Volkswagen bus.
Wheeljack.
Oh, that was Wheeljack.
That's Wheeljack.
Yeah.
I do not like I did not care for the design of him.
No,
because that's not
Wheeljack. That ain't the same. That's
the Wheeljack that you saw in Transformers Prime is pretty much identical to the one that's in G1. Really? You know, they're the same car. Yeah, it's almost pretty much same car design. They both have those flare on the faces that light up. The only difference between the two faces, Prime had a goatee, and Wheeljack was mouthless in G1. He didn't have a mouth.
Right, got you. And what about the older one?
The
airplane one.
The airplane.
Colossus? No, not Colossus.
Oh, what was his name?
I forgot.
Sky something.
Sky something. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, he was. I forgot him. He was so minor. I forgot he was in it. You know, I just forgot it. I was like, okay, these are.
I thought that was Jetfire at first.
No, Jetfire we already had introduced with the Bayverse version.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And I remember in that Jetfire was like mad old, like this one here. Yeah. So that's why I thought that's who that was.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
gotcha.
Jetfire was already introduced, and he was I believe it was Revenge of the Fallen, the one in the desert that emerged with.
Yeah, that's the second one, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember he linked with Optimus at the end. I love that.
And became Power Master.
I love that part. Okay, got you. Okay. But yeah.
I got the name. Stratosphere.
Yeah, what's up?
Stratosphere.
That's what
it was.
I never heard of that one. I never heard of that one.
I think he was introduced later, continuity-wise, through the comics or something. I cannot honestly say if he was ever introduced in the cartoon series. He could have been as a minor role, like deep cut character, deep in the.
Got you from the background. Okay, got you. Okay, say him and the one in the Volkswagen. I've never seen them before in my life. That's why I wasn't sure.
I was disappointed with the design of Wheeljack.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna look more cooler than that. Like, dude, we got the glasses and all that. I'm like, bro, what is this?
Yeah, that whole design was not all that great.
Yeah, man. But I do agree. For most of them, I really did like what they did. But like I told Buggy Prime, in the back, I just wish we would have got more of the Maximals a little bit, because we didn't really get to see any of them speak except for Air Razor and Prime.
Well,
I just wish we would have got more
with and Cheetor had like what, two lines each?
2 lines each.
Yeah, that was it. Wait, did Rhinox even speak? I didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he spoke twice. Okay.
See, nah, son. See, and I get, if we for time, like I get that, but it's just like at the same time, it's like I could have added more like dialogue for them too, especially Rhinox, because I remember Rhinox back in the day, he was like the tech dude, or
he was the Ironhide slash Ratchet for them. He was the
Yeah.
Right.
he was the muscle, but he was also the brain.
The brain, right. So I just
Yeah.
wish they would have got more with him. But everybody else though was pretty cool. RC, I like how they did RC. That was dope. I
Yeah.
love RC.
I'm really glad they introduced RC just for female Transformer fans. I think they did a really good job
Yeah,
introducing her.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. And she wasn't like, she wasn't weak or nothing like that. She was very strong. She was a strong Autobot, and I
Yeah.
really dug that. Bumblebee though. Didn't know he was gonna be the main character of this movie, bro. Yo, this is man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
we all knew he wasn't gonna die when he actually did die.
nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I actually thought he was done. Son. I didn't.
Nah.
I
I
really
wouldn't
thought.
have been surprised if they did off
Yeah.
Bumblebee just
Same.
to go ahead and start with new characters, because Bumblebee at this
Yeah,
point is truly a legacy character,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
along
Because
with
I mean,
Prime. These are
yeah,
legacy characters we're now dealing with.
yeah.
Wheeljack,
Because
RC, OP, Optimus Prime. These are
Now,
legacy characters.
let me ask you, Charlie. Do
Mhm.
you think we'll eventually stray away from this Bayverse and then eventually get? I know this is Rodimus Prime and then all those other introductions to other Autobots.
Well, we've already had Hot Rod
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
last night. We already
Yeah.
had Hot Rod. As
mm,
for them introducing the other characters like Springer, Cup, Blur, Ultra Magnus, Cliff Jumper, and all that, they have
okay,
so many. There's so many
Yeah.
characters that they could
I
introduce
about to
that
say,
there's no real rush or utter urgency for characters. Hold on a
right?
second, guys.
Because
Yeah, sorry.
oh, you good? Yeah, because now we have the Maximals now, so we got another additional characters to deal with
Yeah,
now.
and you got to
Now,
explain where they're at this whole time, because if
Sorry,
they're
that's
right?
like
the kitty's toy.
part of this
Hang good.
continuity, like where are they where are they
You want a
placed in the
cookie? You want a
Bayverse?
cookie?
I want
Yeah,
a
because that's
cookie.
the thing though, because it's like now we got the Maximals, so where are they going to be now in the future? Like, are they
Yeah.
going to just be chilling, or they're going to be actually helping out? Are we going to get movies with them? I would love movies with them, honestly. I mean, you have enough to do that with. Because I'm
Yeah.
sure there's other Maximals out there now.
Oh yeah,
I'm
there's
Well,
pretty
you
sure.
you could also still do Unicron, like
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, I
take it
could
to my
see
room.
him being the Thanos of all of the movies because he is that much of a threat. Like you can't just get rid of him like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna
hmm
Um,
lie, I was kind of hoping Unicron would transform in this movie, but I was like,
yeah,
nah.
I did too. But
You're
I know
not the only one.
that would have
Oh,
been
I
another
bet.
30 minutes of the movie.
Speaking of Unicron, can we just say how that entrance of Scourge and Unicron just start off the movie to just set the tone of it?
Yo,
hmm
they was out, yo. Scourge was out here not playing no games. He was like, yo, I'm gonna get that key. I'm gonna destroy you right now. When he fought in the beginning where he fought the other prime, the other I forgot what his
Yeah,
name
yeah,
was.
the older one. Yeah, yeah, I know
The
what you're trying
older
to say.
one,
Yeah,
the older
Yeah,
prime form, whatever.
yeah.
That was dope. Yo,
yeah.
he did him dirty, son. He did that
Oh
shit dirty, bro.
yeah.
I mean, but honestly, I'm going to ask you guys too. Like, were there any standouts to you during the movie?
I had a
That like
couple
kind
of
of stood out to you.
WTF moments. I had to go with WTF moments.
All right, let
Oh,
me start with you,
yeah.
bro. Like, what was a couple of
The
WTS
main
for you?
one, the the exosuit of Mirage on Noah. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
I'm glad you said that, bro. I didn't think they were gonna do that. I really
I'm
didn't
like,
think they
what?
were going to. I really didn't.
I'm
But
like,
I was
really?
like, yo, I'm digging this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm with you on that. I'm like, really? They're gonna make him into an exosuit? And then I watch it go in action. I'm like, okay.
I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm in. Yes. Hip slicing and dicing, son. I'm like, oh, okay. And they didn't, what I liked about that too is even when he fought Scourge, they didn't take away like from Optimus in that
Oh
too.
yeah.
Like he actually helped Optimus. He wasn't like
Yeah, he wasn't a
overpowering
hindrance.
Scourge. You know what I'm saying? So that was yeah. I mean, and again, like because I remember that was in Armada. I don't think that was in the
Yeah.
G1 series, was it?
Well, Scourge
Uh,
was in the G1 series. He was
yeah.
introduced after the '86 movie, but Scourge was
Got
just
you.
like Scourge. I would say he was more like a retarded Starscream.
Yeah. Oh no,
That's how.
actually, I'm sorry, bro. What I meant was the Noah thing with him becoming like a like getting that exosuit. Like
Well, they did. They
um
introduced they introduced exosuits in the 1986 movie,
oh
Yeah.
they
and
did.
it allowed
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
okay, I wasn't sure.
in the
Okay,
80
gotcha.
animated movie, but it was just an exosuit. It wasn't
An
per
actual
se
transformer, yeah.
Transformer. Now,
Got you.
here's the thing. They made the exosuit. I'm like, when I first saw it, it was like, is he turning him into a headmaster or target master? Because Zarya, close the fridge. Um, After I believe season 4 of G1, they introduced a new line of Transformer figures called Target Masters and Headmasters.
Right, right.
That they
Okay.
would have people or aliens
Oh, yes. I know what you're
become
talking about.
either their heads of Transformers or their
I've
weapons.
I've been
For
seeing those
example,
toys resurfacing lately.
yes, there's a few.
Okay. Got you.
RC became a headmaster with Spike's son Daniel because Daniel nearly died, and RC's like, "I'll give my head for Daniel so he can live," pretty much. So Daniel, Spike's son,
Okay.
becomes a
Got you.
headmaster, and this alien, and that's season 4 of the Transformers G1. So when I saw that
Okay.
happen, I was like, "Oh, we're gonna go into headmasters and target masters now." That
Oh,
was pretty. That was the
okay, got you.
first thing that popped in my head.
Right.
But no, it became an exosuit. I'm like, okay, I could deal with that because if they were gonna jump into headmasters and target masters, I'm like, yo, that's too much. That's
For
too
like
much
one movie, I got you. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, that would have been too much
because with
for
the
like,
fact
yeah.
that you already, it's like we got Maximal, we got the Terracons, we got Autobots. There was no mention of Decepticons, which I have a feeling once
Yeah.
this is released on Blu-ray and
Yeah.
DVD for home release, there's going to be deleted scenes,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's where we'll see
Yeah.
stuff. Because
Yeah, because
if
I
you
was
go to,
surprised we didn't get that either. Because we
because if
saw in
you go to
Scourge, we saw
Walmart and
the
Target,
emblems.
if you go to
Yeah.
Walmart and Target, you see toys for Megatron for
Yeah.
Rise of the Beasts.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
leads you to
we did?
believe. Yes, I've seen the
Mega
Oh, word?
Megatron toy.
Megatron was supposed to be in the movie apparently.
Yeah.
I
So
was
there's
about
a
to
there's
say, it felt weird with not having Megatron in here. I was like, at least to see him on Cybertron or something, in a flashback or something. Like, it was weird not to
I
see
have
him.
a
So,
feeling
yeah,
there was
okay.
a massive flashback scene that
Mhm.
involved a lot of this of the
Mm.
story because you could tell this movie was heavily edited.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You could
yeah, for
tell the
sure.
movie
It
you
was
could tell
probably longer.
it was longer. So I
Yeah,
am
yeah, yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah.
looking forward to a director's cut or an
For sure.
unedited version or
For
the
sure.
release with deleted scenes because there's stuff it may have not have fit the story. It may have not made the story go on beats to make it
Right.
move. It might have been like a progressive song where you got 4/4 and you're going to 7/8. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're just changing up the tempo. And
Right.
that's gonna throw any fan off of a movie.
Yeah.
So they, whatever they did to edit to make these beats go, they did a wonderful job. And that's why I rank this one as the third best of all the Transformers live action films. One being
Mm.
Bumblebee. Bumblebee is number one, hands down.
Okay.
Number two being the original Bay versus Transformer, just because it brought us back gave Transformers a new life.
Yeah.
It gave them
I'm sorry.
it breathed new life into the franchise. The first Bay movie, you cannot deny that.
Oh, for
Transformers
sure.
was
For
yes
sure.
was around, but they weren't as popular. Bay comes out, boom, Transformers are everywhere
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
So I'm not gonna crap on that movie in rankings because of that. And number three, Rise of the Beast. Now you could interchange the original and Bumblebee just because of that factor of Transformers being the film to revitalize the franchise and the IP.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so bro, I'm sorry, bro. I know you said the first one was Noah with the what WTF moment. What was the
yeah,
second one?
the second moment was actually the whole interaction between Noah and the chick. I
Oh
just did
yeah.
not get it. I'm
Yeah.
like, are they gonna hook up or are they not gonna hook up? Because you could tell there was
Yeah, that was
tension.
my thing. I'm kind of glad they didn't hook up though. I felt like that was like too
Yes.
easy on the nose. Yeah, I'm glad they
You know,
didn't do
you know what it is too. Like those were so easily overdone in the Bayverse movies too, though.
They yeah, so it's like, all right, cool. They made them just colleagues. They made them equals. They didn't make it a love interest. I'm like, okay, I can deal with that because the tension was there. You could feel it. It
Yeah.
was there was that
Yeah, it was,
tension
yeah.
of it was palatable. So it the fact that they didn't go for it at the end, but they acknowledged it
Oh yeah.
was cool. Now the last one,
Obvious
the
one.
ending of the film. The ending of the film. Noah taking that job interview and
We're
then
gonna talk
looking at
about
the
that
fucking
already.
business
Okay,
card.
okay,
Looking
okay.
at the business card. And what do you see on that business card?
Yo,
G.I.
Joe!
Joe! I'm very surprised it went that well.
I'm
Dude,
like,
I'm very
that was
surprised.
my WTF moment besides the Noah stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Cause
you
like
know,
when we've
but
talked on separate occasions about G.I. Joe. Like I enjoyed the first one. I did not like the second one, and we haven't had anything since those. So
Not a damn thing.
yeah, and
Not a
to
damn
kind
thing.
of introduce G.I. Joe with Transformers, it's kind of insane to think about.
but it's not far off because again, me being the old dog that I am and knowing
Oh
the
yeah,
history of Transformers, they've had these crossovers before
yeah,
through Marvel and through IDW
Right.
for their comics. So it even now in the toy lines, you could
oh
go to a
yeah,
comic book store, you could see GI Joe Transformer mashups for
yeah,
sale. You got
yeah.
the His Tank that turns into
That's
Megatron.
right. That's right.
There's the GI Joe Jeep turns into Bumblebee.
It's there. It's just waiting to
It's out
be.
there. The, Hasbro's waiting. They're stroking their proverbial, you know what? Like we're gonna bust a massive load on you guys. Get ready.
By the way,
We're gonna put the sunscreen on you.
171 million global is what it's made so far.
Oh,
It's gonna be the surprise hit, especially
yeah, that's
after
not bad. That's a good number. That's not bad.
And
it,
then
it,
I don't know as far as where else it needs to be released in international markets, but that's a pretty good haul
I'm
for
about to say,
us.
yeah.
especially
How much
especially
did it
after
make take to
all
make?
the trash that the critics are giving it.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see the budget on this.
Yeah, let's see the budget. Because I mean, that's still good though. I mean, that's a good strong opener right there.
I think
Either
the
way.
budget was like 750 mil.
I mean, I can see why. Because yeah,
A
yeah.
I
lot of
mean,
CG.
most of that went to Unicron. Let's be honest.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
he was
For sure.
450 alone.
Two,
Like, and
two.
he only had like 3 scenes in the whole
Yeah, two.
movie.
It says 200 mil.
200 mil was the
Oh,
budget,
Yeah,
that's
and they
it?
already made a bill.
171 mil.
Oh, they're gonna
100.
make
So
that
they're
back. Oh, they're gonna
they're
make
Yeah,
gonna
that
get
back.
it back.
Yes.
But now here's the thing. Let's see what the drop off is after next week.
yeah. Because next week is the
True,
Flash.
true. Because next week is the right.
The
Just
Flash.
like Bucky said, next week is the Flash. So I'm very excited for it. Oh, and I've been
So
hearing good
let's
things
see what
about
the
it.
drop off is. Because
Right.
also we still have in the theaters, we have Guardians of the Galaxy, which is still
Oh yeah,
popping up.
still
It's
going
still
strong.
going. Yep. Still got
Still
Spider
going.
Verse out here. We still got
Spider Verse
that.
dropped the week before.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
and I find this kind of funny because the 86 movie was dropped between Top Gun and some other film, other big 80s film. I know it's
Oh shit, that's way
so
back.
it got
Oh,
big. So
for
it
real?
got it yeah, it came out at the worst time in the summer and nobody saw it. So that and then with the fact that they killed Optimus Prime really hurt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nobody saw that and the shit got and the kill Optimus. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of Mask of Phantasm because that's the same thing that they did. They
Oh,
released
dude,
it.
yes.
Yeah,
I
I
missed it in
Yeah.
the
remember they
theater,
released
but
it
as
in the
soon as that came
movies.
out on VHS, I bought it.
Right. Yep, me too. Like as soon as it came out in the movie theaters, nobody went to see it. They didn't do one since then. You know what I'm saying? It was in the summer too. It was the same thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's
Animated
crazy.
movies are good for the summer, but you got to know when to place them
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't want to
you
put them
can't
in
play it when it's
between.
Top Gun right there. Like, come on,
Exactly.
like for real. Top
Yeah, you
Gun
had
in
Top Gun
another movie.
and some other movie. It came out between all that, and it was just like, oh, how can it survive?
It's fun.
Right.
We're gonna be
It's
going through.
funny how much studios now change release dates depending on.
Yeah. Oh, so Bugs, we didn't get to you yet. So what were your WTFs in the movie?
Well, Charlie said Noah, obviously, and then the GI Joe one.
G.I. Joe one.
Those were the two ones, honestly.
Over here. You're gonna do it here.
Yeah,
I feel like I was the only one that reacted to those moments
Close the
when
door.
that happened.
Yeah, I think so too. Like when Moa got the suit, I'm like, oh, this okay.
No, leave it there. Leave it.
I think the WTFs for me would have to definitely be the Noah thing, and it would have to be what else? Bumblebee coming through.
Hmm.
He was
See,
when
if
he was
it,
on the
I was not surprised with the Bumblebee thing, especially they kind of foreshadowed he was going to come back when they said it was
the
pure
energon,
energon,
yeah,
and the only
right,
thing that could do it was
an energon pulse or whatever it
yeah.
was.
right. Which
Just wait.
but like when he came when he came back though, when he
Oh,
was
he
shooting
came
like in
out.
the
He,
air,
Oh yeah, oh
yeah,
yeah.
bro, he came
that
out
was
John
like
Wick
that was a
style, dude.
WTF for me. Yeah, I was like,
He was
oh, that is my man
that.
coming in as the main character. Let's get it. And then the GI Joe joint too. That was a
Yeah,
WTF.
but if
Yeah.
you want to rate this movie on like star wise out of 5 stars, I'd give it 4. I give it a solid 4 on a 5-star rating.
Man. Okay, got you, got you, got you.
You know, it's not an outstanding film, but hell, it's a lot better than anything Michael Bay has given us.
Hey,
I
listen, I ain't gonna
I
hold you.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
And I
But see,
enjoyed
that's what I liked about this movie a lot, though. Unlike the Bay movies, I can actually see what's going on when they
There's
fight.
not
Like,
freaking explosions everywhere. You can't
yeah,
tell
and it's
them.
not
the
like a
fights
bunch
were
of
clean.
metals.
Oh
Just
hell yeah, hell yeah.
Even
like you can
even
actually
the
see the
final
action too.
battle, even the final battle with all that chaos, with all the little
Oh yeah,
scorpions
oh
from
yeah.
Unicron, that looked clean. It looked like the Ready Player One ending where you
It
saw
really
all these.
did. It really did.
If you saw Ready Player One, how it ended with all those IPs out there, that shit looked clean. If that was a Michael Bay movie, you only gonna see one
Yeah,
character,
half
the
of
main
it.
guy.
Explosions everywhere.
Exactly. It was clean, and the action was good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
and that's
action
what I
was
really loved
good.
about this movie too. Like the action, like you can actually see the action, and it's not like in the Bayverse where it's just a whole bunch of metals just coming together. You can't see shit. You can't really tell
Exactly.
which is which. Like the action was pretty dope out here. Like especially with Optimus, when he stopped being a simp, when we actually started like, all right, bro, I'm
He
tired
found
of this
his
shit.
backbone.
I'm
I
glad you
think,
guys brought that up because I feel like that was part have to do with Optimus telling him about humans and stuff like that.
yeah. And like I
Yeah,
said,
probably.
this Prime was, I think, just tired and just
Just
given
wanted to
up
go
on.
home.
He had given up. He had given up.
Yeah,
This Prime has given up. This was a dejected Prime,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's not the Prime any of us are used to.
no.
We know Prime as the stoic, brave leader of the Autobots, never to falter. We saw Prime falter many times in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And it was a first. I know he did that like later on in the Bay movies. He was kind of like that, especially I think in Age of Extinction, he was like that.
Yeah.
But I get it though, because he's been through like 3 movies where he's been dealing with the humans dealing
Yeah.
with their bullshit. But here it was just like, bro, what is wrong with you? Get your shit together, please.
You know?
And then just getting smacked around by Scourge. I was like, all right, bro, you need to get your shit together. But he got it. He got it at the end when he was like, all right, bro, we're not. Nah, bro, I
And
gotta
then
take you
Noah
out.
saving him, that whole scene
Oh
with
yeah.
Noah saving
Oh
him and
yeah.
Optimus Primal working. I was like, that's cool. I liked it. It looked good. It was
Yo,
clean.
that
Everything
Yeah,
looked
that
good.
that scene was
yeah.
clean. Like when he was, especially with the boosters on and everything.
Yeah, dude, that was
Word,
clean.
son. When he was just
Clean.
slicing all the bots.
The effects were good in this film.
Oh yeah.
They was
Yes, they were.
clean, sharp.
Yes, they
It
were.
Favorite
didn't.
scene. My favorite scene. Right. Autobots and Maximals roll out.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, when they
that
both said it. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
that
yeah.
was your favorite scene. My
Oh yeah.
favorite scene, the introduction of Optimus Primal, the one with Noah and the
Mm,
girl, where he just comes out.
Yes, yes,
stand
yeah.
He
down,
just
gorilla.
Yes.
yeah.
Stand down,
That
brother.
when they all meet, and then Air Razor's like they're friends. You know, I was kind of
Crazy.
sad to see Air Razor go though.
I
I was
was
like,
too.
Yeah,
oh,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't really get enough with the Maximals. I just really wish, and that's a negative for me. Like, I wish that we would have
And
got
I
more
and
Maximals.
you're more of a Beast Wars fan, I'm assuming, correct?
Oh yeah, I mean that
See, and
was
I can
my
get
first
that,
exposure.
and I can get that, and I respect that. Yeah, for a Beast Wars fan, that I'm glad you mentioned that because as a Beast Wars fan, I could see how certain Beast Wars fans would not care for this movie because they weren't really represented in all that as much
No,
as
they really weren't.
Prime and
Yeah.
Prime dealing with his freaking synth issues and
I mean, we didn't
and
even get the jetpack from fucking Primal. Where's the
Yeah.
jetpack? Where is this?
well, remember this happens before. This was
Jetpack.
set in nine. This happens before all that. This is
Yeah.
takes place before the Michael Bay verse stuff.
Oh,
This
this
was
is
set in
true. Yeah.
1990. This is 1990s era. If you listen to the soundtrack, I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh
I was in,
yeah, I
I
love the
was
Dude,
in junior
soundtracks they
high
came
when
up
this
with.
stuff was
They
a
picked the right
lot of hip hop,
tracks for
a lot of
this.
hip hop
Dude,
in this movie.
dude, I was like,
A lot of
I heard
Biggie.
Wu Tang. I heard Wu Tang.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey,
We're
Uh-huh.
here.
I'm not gonna lie.
Money rules everything around me. What? Cream? What?
I'm glad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you brought that up. It wasn't like the Bayverse where we just got constantly Linkin Park every time something
Oh
happened.
God.
Yeah.
No.
And circus
Yeah.
rock music. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. We
No.
even got
And
some
look,
TLC.
I'm
That
a
was cool
rockhead.
too.
Look, I'm Buggy knows. I'm a straight up rock metal head, but I
Right,
do
right, right.
appreciate other styles of music. And hearing that old '90s hip hop, I'm like, all right, I could deal with this soundtrack.
Dude,
It's
I'm
good.
not gonna lie. I feel like I was transformed back to like back in the '90s when I was growing up listening to all that stuff.
Dude, I'm like, okay, I remember where I was when I heard this song for the first time. You know,
I
that's why I'm
can't.
like, I'm not going down with you on this
Yes.
one.
You're not chasing me
But that,
neither.
and even that whole introduction of Mirage was cool. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like I
Yeah.
said, Pete Davidson. I cannot stand the dude, but I forgot it was Pete Davidson.
Hey, look, I'm about to say, yeah, he was good in this movie though. He was a standout
It
to
was
me
good.
because I didn't think I was gonna like
Yeah.
Mirage like that. But
No,
nah,
I
he was
dug
dope.
it.
He was dope.
I was all right. This works.
Yeah. Hmm?
No, he was saying that it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works.
Mirage.
Yeah.
Because I do not like Pete Davidson at all. I don't think he's funny. He has a face I just want to pummel like Jared Leto in Fight Club.
Wow. Crazy. So
Yeah,
that's how
that's
you really
Jared
feel,
Leto's
man.
best performance, by the way.
Huh?
That was Jared Leto's best performance, by the way. Seeing him get his ass kicked in Fight Club.
Wow. Slander out here.
Slander to who? Beautiful people?
Hey, well, yeah. All right, guys. So, do we have anything else to talk about the movie?
No, man, I think we're
You're
good.
Before we go, I definitely do want to see more Unicron.
Yes, me too.
I am going to see this again. I am going to revisit this movie again sometime soon with my roommate because he
Gotcha.
wants to see it. So I'm planning to go see it
Is he
again.
a Transformers nut like you?
Oh.
He liked it growing up as a kid, and the movie is like, dude, I want to see that.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
interested in seeing
Oh,
it. So I'm
okay.
like, yeah, man.
Okay.
So
Oh,
and
okay,
he
so he's a
actually likes it.
casual fan.
He's a casual fan. He was blown away by my collection. So
Dude.
Yeah, because you got a big collection too, right?
He does.
yeah, it's kind of no. Don't do that.
Actually, I think you could show it on right now, can't you?
Yeah, I could. Let me put the.
Yeah. I mean, if it ain't too much trouble, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could do that. Let me go ahead and
Okay.
do this. There we go.
Hey.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. You got the okay.
That's
You got the
six shot.
collection, my boy.
That's Bumblebee Starscream. Nemesis Prime.
Uh-oh. I see I
Shockwave.
see a certain individual right there in the middle.
Oh,
And Zeke.
my man
I got the
Oh,
Dracula.
that's right, the Dracula ooh.
My man got the Unicron out here.
Oh yeah.
Looking like a boss. Okay.
Rodimus.
That's Hot Rod. That's Rodimus right there. Hot Rod.
Nice.
Optimus Prime.
OG Optimus. Okay.
Is that the Allspark you got there?
No, that is Vector Sigma.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
That is if you watch G1, that's the creation of the Transformers.
Yeah, I remember that, dude.
Their Galvatron, Shockwave, Soundwave. He's giving you the bird. Rodimus Unicronus, the cassette, an Alicon, Sharkticon, Sparkless Autobot. If you could see back there, that blue guy behind
Scourge.
that's the original Scourge.
Yeah.
That's Cyclonus next to him. And then behind Skywarp, you have a Sweep, which is just a different color of Scourge. Then
Man, you got a lot, bro.
Back there in the back,
Jesus.
in the back corner, you got Megatron from Transformers Prime.
Gotcha.
Ramjet, you got Kickbat, Magnificus, Hades. One of the creatures from Revenge of the Fallen, my Predacons. This motherfucker broke. As you can see, there's
No,
like broken. I
really?
super glued that. It's a quick fix though. I can fix
No.
that.
Got you.
Reflect refractor, and then we got Autobots in here. We got Ultra Magnus. So you can turn on.
I know you got Soundwave in there. You gotta have Soundwave.
Yeah, he showed Soundwave.
Soundwave's right there, buddy. He's flicking you off.
Okay, I see. Okay, I thought that was something else. My bad.
And
Okay, got you.
And there's this cassette. Hold on, sorry. There's the Autobot side. That's RC from Prime.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And there's your exosuit.
Yeah.
That is your exosuit from the '86 film right there. That's Spike.
I remember that. Yeah.
That guy right back there. That's Orion Pax. That was Prime before he became Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
That guy right there behind
Wheeljack.
Jazz.
That's Wheeljack.
There's Wheeljack. That's the original Wheeljack. And then back there, I wish I had better lighting so you could see better, but I have to get more batteries. But yeah, that's pretty much the figure collection.
Are you good?
So yeah.
That's
yeah,
the
I'm
collection.
good. I'm good. Yes, yeah, so that's the collection. That's
all right, man. Nah, you got a really great collection, bro. Really had a good collection.
Yeah,
all right, y'all. So I guess that's it, right, Bugs?
Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
All right, man. Oh, did you give me a score?
Oh no, I didn't. I'm also gonna give it a 4 as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, got you.
Maybe if there was more stuff with the Maximals, maybe 4.5, but we'll go with
right.
I'll wait to get. Initial review is a 4. I'll wait to deleted scenes to give a final review.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 4. So Charlie, you got a 4, if I'm not mistaken. You said?
Yep, 4.
Okay, so you got a 4. Buggy is a 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 until the extra stuff come out, because felt like y'all said, this movie was a little bit edited, probably for time. I gotta see the full length movie to really give my input on it. But I did enjoy it though. I really did enjoy it. It's not the best Transformers movie for me, but I did enjoy this more than I have with the Bay films.
Now let me ask you.
Yeah.
What do you expect? What do you ever want from a movie? To enjoy it and be entertained, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I think this movie checked those marks off very well.
And it did. It did. Lots of negatives with it. You know, we talked about lots of negatives with it.
But that's when you start getting nitpicky. You want to nitpick. But if you're not, if you're not nitpicking,
right. Because that's how even with the Spider-Verse, I gave that like a 10 out of 10, and I really had to like nitpick certain things about it. To me, this was good. This was a good movie for me. This was a good movie. I did the Maximals a little bit dirty, but it is what it is. And they did, Optimus dirty a little bit too, and I'm getting tired of that. But other than that, I really did have a good. I really did have a good time, and I really did like the story in this. They really found a way to make the Maximals and the Autobots coexist. I just want to see more. I wanted to see the what's the names? The other ones, not the Maximals, the other ones.
The Terracons.
The Terracons. I want to see more Terracons up here. That's what we need. I wanted to see more Terracons. Okay, so I know they're going to improve all of this in the next movie. God willing, we're going to get another. You know what I mean?
I think we're on the right steps for another movie. I think Bumblebee was the predecessor to all this getting kicked off.
Yeah, I heard, and unfortunately, I haven't seen that. I gotta watch that though. But I heard that was a good. I know. But I know that was a good flick too. So I gotta check that one out too. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. So that is it for the review of Beast Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Charlie, thank you for coming back, bro. We know we're gonna have you for
I had the kid with me and kind of distracted me, but I hope I was entertaining for you. I hope you all are entertained.
Nah, you were good, bro. You were good. Don't even worry about it. You was good, man. We gotta have you
All
for
right.
another video though.
For
So
sure, for sure.
we gonna yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Buns, do you have anything to say before we head out?
Well, that's just prime.
That is just prime. And with that, guys, we're getting out of here. Love you guys. Deuces.
Till
Be
all are
safe.
one.
Huh?
Yeah, Transformers punch before we go. Yeah, yeah.